Greetings and shalom, and welcome to another Health Talk with Lisa. I am Lisa Thomas, your clinical practitioner and owner of the Holistic Balance Life Center located here in the DFW area. So, on another Health Talk with Lisa, let's talk tea. Now, I don't know if you are a tea drinker, coffee drinker, but I'm focusing on teas today because people all over the world have been drinking teas for thousands of years and for centuries. And for a pretty good reason, because it has been shown that certain varieties of teas could boost your immune system and fight off infection, and could possibly even ward off cancer and even heart disease. And there are several, well, more than several herbal teas that is available that you can actually consume on a daily basis that's going to help your body fight against some of those things. Herbal teas such as chamomile, peppermint, ginger tea, they offer several health promoting properties, which could again improve your heart health, digestion, your sleep quality, ward you against cancers, and so many other things. So let's talk tea. So I have some teas that I want to talk about on today that you may already have in your possession, but maybe you don't realize the full benefit of it. So let's talk about it. First one on my list is chamomile tea. So chamomile tea is most commonly known for its calming effects, and it is used frequently by individuals as a sleep aid. It has been shown to improve the quality of sleep in older adults and even postpartum women. It is also to believe to have an antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and liver protecting effect, which is really good. It can also improve your blood sugar and control and ease symptoms of premenstrual syndromes, which is PMS. So if you have some chamomile tea in your home, you could use it to enhance your quality of sleep and again, improve your digestive health, stabilize your blood sugar, and then ease symptoms of PMS. So that's what chamomile tea can do for you. Next on my list is peppermint tea. Now, I like peppermint tea because it actually helps me with migraines. So though peppermint tea is most popularly used to support digestive health, it also is a good antioxidant, anti-cancer, antibacterial, and antiviral. It has those properties in it. So there has been some studies that has shown and proved that preparation of peppermint tea oil can be used to relieve indigestion, nausea, stomach pain, and even other digestive symptoms such as irritable bowel syndrome. Now, it has been used in different studies, and I'm sure that there are other effects that peppermint tea can have on your system. But at least we know that it can be used to relieve, those digestive issues, even cramping and even stomach pain. And again, I even use it for the relief of migraine. So I use the peppermint oil or I'll drink the peppermint tea. So that's something to consider. Here's one of my other favorites, ginger tea. Now, ginger tea packs a real big punch when it comes to disease-fighting antioxidants. And ginger tea is also good and well known for the relief of nausea. It is effective in relieving, stomach discomfort, especially in pregnancy. And it can also relieve those individuals that may be undergoing cancer treatments and surgeries because they are probably on therapies such as chemotherapies that can cause them to become very nauseated. So if you know someone that may be in that predicament, offer them some ginger tea. There has been evidence that has shown that ginger may also prevent stomach ulcers, uh, relieve indigestion. It can reduce pain associated with menstruation. Okay. It can even improve blood sugar control and even the lipid levels in your cholesterol, especially with people in with diabetes. So consider ginger. So again, ginger tea can help to reduce the nausea, release menstrual period pain, improve the blood sugar, and also help with lipid levels for those that may be diabetic. Here's one of my other favorites, in which I just had some of that recently. In fact, the other night, hibiscus tea. Now, hibiscus tea has a very bold color, which I like the color. It's a beautiful color, and it has a unique flavor, but it does offer helpful properties. It can reduce the total and LDL numbers in your cholesterol, so your bad cholesterol, along with your overall total cholesterol. And it can also help with blood pressure. It has been found that if you take the hibiscus tea extract for 6 weeks, uh, it can decrease oxidative stress in males. So, um, you'll want to make sure that before taking hibiscus tea, um, make sure that you're not taking a diuretic because it can interfere with your diuretic medications. So for those individuals that are on blood thinners um, and on medications such as Lasix to pull additional fluid off of your body, just make sure that you are that you don't take the hibiscus because it could interfere with that. So again, hibiscus tea can reduce blood pressure, it can improve your cholesterol levels, and it can decrease oxidative stress. Then there's another one, euthanasia tea. It's very popular, and it is used to help to prevent and treat common cold. So viruses, right? It can boost your immune system. It can help the body to defend itself against infections. It can also shorten the duration of a cold if you happen to get one, or at least lessen the severity of the symptoms. So, euthanasia tea. Then there's one that you probably don't hear too much about, rooibos tea. So that's Rooibos tea. Now, this is an herbal tea, um, and that has been used over the centuries for its medicinal purposes. It has an anti-allergy effect. So though for those individuals that may be suffering from allergies, you may want to consider this tea. It is also found to inhibit the formation of osteoclasts. So osteoclasts, this is the where your cells that break down old bones. So therefore new bones can be produced. This tea can assist with that, which is essential for preserving, repairing, and then reshaping your skeletal system. Because you get a new skeleton, what? Every 10 years, you get a new skeleton because your bones are breaking down, which is called osteoclast, and then osteoplast to repair. So osteoclast to break down, osteoplast to repair. Because you get a new skeleton. Your bones are always, you know, break it down to get rid of old cells and renewing and repairing and reshaping itself, especially if you've injured it. Um, Moreover, this tea can also help lower your blood pressure and it can also lower your cholesterol levels. So, in overall, it can improve your bone health, reduce your risk of heart disease, and your cholesterol levels. So, the next one is sage tea. Now, typically when we hear of sage, we're putting it in our cornbread dressing, right? Well, sage tea also has medicinal properties as well, especially for brain health. It has been found to improve cognitive function for those who have Alzheimer's disease. Um, it also can help lower the levels of your cholesterol, such as your total cholesterol, as well as your lower your LDL, which is your low lipodensity lipids. So your bad cholesterol. So sage tea can actually assist with that. So again, it can improve your cognitive function for those who may be having dementia and Alzheimer's, or family members that may have that. You can give them sage tea. It can also help with memory. If you're struggling with memory, you can drink sage tea, and that can help improve that cognitive function. And then it can also help with your heart health. Next on my list is lemon balm tea. So this lemon balm tea is light, has a light lemony flavor, and it has health promoting benefits as well. There has been a study that was done where if a person consumed the lemon balm tea for 6 weeks, it improved their arterial stiffness. So this is your arteriosclerosis. So it'll improve that to where now you have more flexibility in your arteries. Because if you don't have that flexibility in your arteries and your veins, your vessels, then now increases your risk for heart disease. So drinking lemon balm tea can actually assist with that. And then decreasing that risk factor for heart disease, and also do the same thing for strokes, because if the blood is not flowing and have the right amount of elasticity in the vessels, then that can lead to clotting and platelet formation, which could now lead to a stroke. So you don't want that. So perhaps consider drinking lemon balm tea. And it also will assist in mental decline. So if a person is drinking lemon balm tea, it may increase the body's natural antioxidant enzymes, which can also help protect the body from oxidative damage and stress. It can even improve your symptoms of depression, anxiety. So lemon balm tea is one that you can consider. So again, has a good antioxidant properties. It can improve your heart health, reduce the symptoms of depression and anxiety. So consider lemon balm. Then we have rose hip tea. Now, rose hip tea is high in vitamin C, and it has a beneficial plant compound with an anti-inflammatory property. It can help reduce inflammation and improve symptoms related to rheumatoid arthritis, which is an autoimmune disease, rheumatoid arthritis. And not only rheumatoid arthritis, but then osteoarthritis, and including pain. So if you have any inflammation or you suspect you have arthritis, drink you some rose hip tea. That should help. It should help improve those symptoms. It can also be good for weight management and helping to decrease the body's mass index, so the BMI, and to keep it, in a healthy range for both men and women. So again, rose hip tea can reduce inflammation and then pain associated with different types of arthritis, and it can also support your weight management. Here's one, passion flower tea. It is traditionally used to relieve anxiety and to improve sleep. In the study that was done, when a person took passion flower tea extract for 2 weeks, they had improved certain markers of sleep quality, especially for those who have issues with insomnia. And it can also improve, again, the anxiety, especially during dental procedures. If you know that you're getting ready to have a dental procedure, you can drink some passion flower tea, and that should help improve or decrease your mental state, and it will decrease the anxiety that you may be feeling because of the of the procedure that is yet to come. So, passion flower tea improves your sleep and anxiety. So consider that. Now, there are some other teas as well that I want to bring out. Um, and these are like the overalls, like the white teas. And some of those that I brought up is going to fall up under these headers here, like the white tea benefits, the herbal tea benefits, the green tea benefits, black tea, oolong tea. So I want to kind of briefly touch upon these. Um, so therefore you may want to consider some of that as well. Because not all teas are good for you, but the ones that I'm calling out to you today really do have some good healthy benefits for you. Because there are some with more advantages than others. So let's look at the white teas. White teas have a very delicate flavor. But it has been shown to be effective in fighting different, various forms of cancers, because of its high level of antioxidants. So keeping your body alkaline, keeping the antioxidants, which now breaks up the free radicals, that helps minimize your risk for cancer. White tea has also been known to be good for your teeth since it contains high sources of the catechins and tannins that is used to strengthen your teeth. It can also fight plaque and then make your teeth more resistant to acid and sugar. So that may be a smart choice for you um, when drinking and considering your teas to get some white tea. And of course, I've already given you a listing of the herbal teas. Okay. But then let's pop over and look at the green teas. Now, green teas originate from China. Had some green tea yesterday. I love some good green tea. But these leaves are processed with heat using a pan firing or roasted method. And and in Japan, those leaves are more commonly steamed. But green tea is exceptionally high in flavonoids that can help boost your heart health by lowering bad cholesterol and reducing blood clotting. It can help lower the blood pressure, as well as the triglycerides, which is part of your lipid panel. And then, of course, your total cholesterol panel, your total cholesterol. It's also have been found to have a really good positive impact on the liver, the breast, the prostate, colorectal cancers. Green teas also have a really good anti-inflammatory property, and it can also help keep your skin clear and glowing. Matcha. Matcha tea is very fine. It's a high quality green tea powder that is made from the entire leaf. Um, and it can make for a really good tea as well, especially when digested. I like matcha tea. I drink it often. It contains even more antioxidants than the regular green tea. As a matter of fact, it has been suggested that 1 cup of matcha is equivalent to 10 cups of your regular green tea. So you might want to consider more of the matcha tea. If you are a black tea drinker, it is considered caffeinated. So that's something to consider and to monitor as you take that in. Now, black tea is actually a good tea, again, but it's just caffeinated. But our bodies can benefit from the flavonoids that combat inflammation, and it can support a healthy immune function. It can be steamed, it can be cooled. And one of the things I like about the black tea, not only can you drink it, but when you steam it and then cool it down and you leave it inside of the tea bag that is in it, you can take that black tea after it's cooled down and you can put it on a cut, minor cups, minor cuts and scrapes, even bruising to relieve the pain and reduce swelling. And then one of my favorite things that you can use that black tea bag for is if you have conjunctivitis. So if you suspect that you or your child may have pink eye, get you some black tea, brew it. You can drink it, but keep the bag, allow the bag to cool down, and then you can tape it to your eye. You'll watch that conjunctivitis go right on away. So, something to consider. Also, you can take a black tea bath, which can then also decrease the inflammation that can be caused by skin rashes, such as if you've gotten exposed to poison ivy. So black tea, although caffeinated, it has some really good properties. Again, be careful when consuming a lot of it because of the caffeine, but you can use it externally to help minimize some of the other symptoms that you may have as far as skin related conditions or bruises or cuts and burns. And again, conjunctivitis, which is also called pink eye. So consider black tea. And then oolong tea. Now, oolong has a very distinct taste. I like oolong, but it does have a pretty distinct taste to it. But it is notable for containing the L-theanine, which is an amino acid that reduces anxiety and increases alertness and attention. It can also help with cognitive diseases such as Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease. It also is high in polyphenols, which is linked to lowering inflammation and then also preventing the growth of cancers, as well as decreasing the risk of type 2 diabetes. So oolong tea, I don't hear a lot of people talk about oolong tea or that they even consume it, but I do. Like I said, it has a really distinct taste, but it is green for it. It is a little bit better than the green tea. But then it kind of falls between the green tea and then the black tea. So it is partially oxidized. And so that's what leads to that color that it gives off and then that unique taste. Now, I've given you a lot of recommendations as far as tea and your health. So what kind of teas should you avoid? Because a lot of the teas are beneficial to you, but then you want to steer clear of certain teas. And what are those teas? The detox teas that are made for fad diets. Now detox teas are good for you, but the ones that are made for these so-called diets that's supposed to help you lose weight quickly, you want to stay away from those because those kind of teas often come laced with laxatives, which can be very harmful to your health. And then you also want to steer clear of the fancy tea lattes that you may get from the stores, such as like at Starbucks and things like that, or any of the other coffee shops, because these drinks, such as green tea lattes, they may appear to be healthy, but they are loaded with sugar. So anything that said latte is going to be loaded with sugar. So steer real clear of those. Try your best not to drink much of those, if any at all. Also, the trendy bubble teas. Now, the trendy bubble teas normally found at some of your Asian restaurants, not exactly the Thai restaurants, but like the Chinese restaurants, Asian restaurants, and they have that bobo at the boba at the bottom of the teas and stuff like that. That don't taste like anything. uh, those teas, those trendy bubble teas, they are loaded with sugar, calories, and carbs, and they have no nutritional value for you. That's just like when you're chewing on those little bubbles at the end, at the bottom of the cup. That has no value. You're just chewing on something. So really consider that and just know that you probably have a lot of sugar incorporated with that and calories and carbs. And then you got to watch your herbal teas. Even though I said and called out some really good herbal teas, but still you got to keep your eye out on some of the ones that may potentially trigger allergies. So before you take on a new herbal tea, check and make sure that it don't have anything that's going to cause an allergic reaction to you that you may have or that you may already know about. Now, we can't control anything we haven't experienced yet. But if you suspect that anything that you're consuming, tea or even a food, is causing an allergic reaction to you, it may cause whips or hives. Or if it's really, really serious, you're going to feel a discomfort in your throat. It's going to feel as if you are developing a sore throat all of a sudden. If you are feeling that, try to take a Benadryl really quickly. But if you can't get to a Benadryl really quickly and yet you still feel this sensation in the back of your throat as if your tonsils are swelling, call 911 immediately. Because many of the herbal teas contain different types of fruits, herbs, spices, and flowers that some people may be allergic to. So check your ingredients. So if you have allergies, definitely read the ingredients on the package before you can start to consume a new herbal tea. So the bottom line is herbal teas come in of different varieties of delicious flavors and are naturally free of sugars and calories. And they offer a lot of health promoting effects. Now, keep in mind, if you think that you may be allergic to something, a possibility of it before consuming it, read your packaging. But you need to understand the effects of drinking the herbal tea rather than taking the extracts or the supplements. Do your research. But I've given you a lot of valuable information that you can start with, and then just go and check it out before trying something new. I don't want you to have an allergic reaction to anything. So that is all I have relating to teas and herbal teas and the different types of teas that we can consume that have some really good benefits for our bodies. So I hope that this information was helpful to you. If you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to us at www.balancedcare-aholisticlife.com, or you can give us a call at 469-705-1887. And I'll be happy to meet with you, consult with you, answer any questions that I can possibly can for you. Even if you needed to get lab work done to kind of check and see where your levels are, feel free to reach out. I may be able to assist you in that area. So do not hesitate to reach out. Until we meet again, thank you for listening to another Health Talk with Lisa. Shalom.